YouTube, it's your girl Smile Brianna. Welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. If you are a returning subscriber, hi bookies. Jordan, you're so cute. So today's sister, I'm about to be giving y'all a little story time while I do my makeup, period. Now this will not be an in-detail makeup tutorial. If y'all do want an in-detail makeup tutorial, then I would definitely do that for y'all. But today's just simply a story time while I do my makeup because I have nothing else to do. And I don't want to just tell a story while just looking at y'all. That's like boring. And how y'all feel about the vibe? BRB started calling you vibe. Stop playing, nigga. You know that I'm on for the vibe. Yeah, don't play my vibe. Yeah. I don't need nobody telling me about the knots. I know. You have to take it up with the stylist that originally did this install, and she's supposed to bleach the knots, and I know what she did. Why you trying to clock my tea? Make sure y'all follow me on all my social medias. The links will be in the description box below. We just reached like 65 subscribers. We want to hit whenever, I don't know when y'all gonna see this video. Either I think it's gonna be in September, so hopefully by September, hopefully by the time y'all seen this video, I already hit 100 subscribers. Cut that tea. We're about to get to it. I'm a little nervous. Like, also PSA, I am not recording on my camera today because my camera is dead, and I don't know, recording on my camera is kind of inconvenience for me because it always dies in between when I'm filming. So yeah, let's get to the video. This story time is basically going to be about the time I got jumped my first ever fight. And yeah, and first we're going to start off with my skin prep for when I do my makeup face. And for me, first thing I do is I take me some Vaseline, which I have already put on my face, but I take me some Vaseline. I know it looks empty, but I do have a brand new one, so don't try to clock my tea, bookie, but there's still some in here. I don't care what nobody say, like, there's still some in here, and I just got this other Vaseline. And then I also use Pond's, so I have my Pond's Dark Correcting Serum, the pink one. Then I have the moisturizer, which is the blue one, and I mix those together. And I take this little like balm that I got sent from a company, and this is it. I don't really know what the company is named, but y'all see. I already put on my balm and I already put on the Vaseline, so now I'm about to just put on my Pond's. Today I'm just gonna only put on my Dark Correcting Serum. Story time. So this is back in 2017, y'all. Yeah, February 2017. This is when I was in 6th grade. This was right after I came back and moved to Florida. At first, this when I was living in North Carolina. My mom had moved to North Carolina in 2015. And then we came back home to Miami in 2016. But instead of us staying in Miami, we went to Fort Lauderdale, which is Broward. We did that because my mama's job she ended up getting was in Broward and Margate. So it was just easier for me to go to school and us live in Broward. And it was more smarter for us to do that. So that's why I was in Broward instead of being in Dade with my family. So this is started 6th grade year. I found new friends, new girls to hang out with. Also, another PSA, I lose my train of thought every 5 seconds. So trying to do my makeup, trying to tell the story time and remember everything, it's kind of gonna be a little be testing the waters a little bit, but we gonna get it. Do some primer. My first day of school was cool. I was new, so I didn't really know nobody, and so I started being cool with a group of girls. It was like a total of like probably like 8 of us, 8 or 10 of us. I don't really remember, but it was a lot of us, and a lot of them knew each other from elementary school, and I was just like the new girl. Me and these girls was cool. Like, we was always with each other all the time at school. We had the same classes together. Literally, we all had the same classes together and things like that. We always had lunch together, things like that. So then there's these 2 girls. They're sisters, and there's a dark-skinned one and a light-skinned one. So we're gonna call the light-skinned one Amber. We're gonna call the dark-skinned one Jay. So me and Amber was not that close. Like, me and Amber was cool. We saw each other around school. We spoke because I was friends with her sister. But like, me and her wasn't really close. But me and Jay were like close. Like, me and her was like this. Like, we were more closer. She's the darker sister, and the light sister I didn't really talk to like that. So the school year was going by. I was cool with everybody. Like, it was literally no weird tension, no nothing. So boom, me and the sisters, we ride the same bus after school. So we just gonna jump into everything. So one day after school, the lighter sister, which is Amber drops her money at school while we was running to get the bus, because some reason during my 6th grade year we was always late to get onto the bus. So we was all running. I'm telling you, it's a point where we was running so bad to where I dropped my Apple Watch at school, and still to this day I do not know where my Apple Watch went. But I got a new one. But this day we was running after the bus because we was late. So she dropped her money and we was running to get on the bus. So she dropped her money. I picked it up for her and I put it in my pocket or something like that. So mind you, we run into the bus and it's raining. So we trying to get to the bus. So we get on the bus. We just chatting up. And then like I'm walking home from my bus stop, and I realized I still had her money in my pocket. So I'm like, oh shoot, I got Amber money in my pocket. So I text her sister Jay right away. I say, hey Jay, Amber dropped her money. I got it. I'll give it to you tomorrow at school. She was like, oh, she's like, okay. I don't really remember if they lived together. They were sisters. I don't even remember if they were blood sisters, but everybody said they were sisters. But I don't know if they lived together or what. But after I texted Jay, that Jay said, cool, well, you can give it to me tomorrow. So the next day at school, I gave it to Jay in the morning. Let me start my eyebrows so I can get into story time. Because I feel like if I'm busy talking and then trying to tell the story, I'm going to lose focus. Today we're going to be doing us a little soft beat, okay? But yeah, so we go to school the next day. I give Jay the money. Y'all, mind y'all, it was like $113, right? One thing about me, I never had to steal from nobody. Now, my mama has had her times where like we didn't have a lot of money and, you know, she was struggling financially a little bit. But never to the point where I got to go to somebody's house, to somebody's wallet and steal money from them. It never gave that. So I gave the sister the money, right? So then that's when like a couple of minutes or like whatever time, some point in like lunch, Amber came up to me and was like, my sister said you stole my money. And I was like, I didn't steal your money. You dropped it and I was giving it back to you. Because let's be honest, if I was gonna steal the money, I wouldn't even have told your sister I had the money. I would have kept it. Why would I like give you half your money or a couple of dollars back from your money? But I would have never gave it back to you if I wanted to steal it. Like, what you trying to call me broke? Mind you, no shade, but like around that school, I was the one who had the most. I was coming to school with multiple pairs, like in the humblest way, I was the one coming to school with multiple pair of shoes. I was the one coming to school with the newest Apple products. I was the one coming to school with food. Y'all was the ones always asking me, oh, can I have some of your snacks? Oh, can you bring me a jacket to school? Oh, can you bring me some headphones? I was the one, like, I never have to steal from y'all. It never gave that. Y'all needed more than me. So boom, money, and I'm like, I didn't steal your money. She was like, oh, I had this. I don't remember what amount she said, but she was like, oh, I had this amount and I don't have it. Da, da, da. And I'm like, okay. She was like, okay, well, we gonna fight. And I said, okay, like, what you want me to be like? No. Even though I was scared because it's my first ever fight, but I'm like, when I'm supposed to be like, no, like, no, you're gonna fight me. So she was like, oh, we gonna fight after school. Mind you, she did it in front of my friends, which is also like people she cool with in a way too. And mind you, she came with a couple of people with her. Why are you coming with 10 girls? Like, why y'all coming here deep about some money that I didn't even steal? If I wanted to steal it, I would never give it back. Because mind you, she didn't even realize her money failed. She didn't realize her money failed. She didn't know her money was missing. She was doing the whole bus ride. She was like, oh my God, where's my money? If y'all heard me because I'm a fast talker, basically trying to say that if I didn't give her the money, she would have never known it was gone. Probably would assume somebody random took it, but I'm the one that gave it to her. Money was gone. If I had to text her sister and tell her that she dropped her money, y'all just dumb. And so after that, I said okay. Then the rest of the day, like, it was really nothing. Like, the sister started definitely, like, the sister was still talking to me during school. Like, she was still talking to me like it was nothing. Because me and sister had like a PE class together. Me and her sister was still talking, which is Jay. Me and Jay was still talking. It was nothing. Like, and honestly, I thought the girl was joking about fighting. Because, like, there's no way you thought I stole your money. Me out of all people that don't even, like, respect, that don't even need it. Okay, I finished my eyebrows. I had to do that off camera because, like, it was just too much. After that, we get on the bus. And it's like I said, like, but once we got on the bus, you could feel the tension. Like, the sister Jay started being weird now. Like, she was cool with me the whole time at PE, during the school day. Like, it was nothing. But then as soon as we got on the bus, it was like you could just feel the tension. I'm like, okay, I'm a little confused now. Like she really want to fight me. But like, still on the bus ride, I'm thinking, sorry y'all, I was looking at the mirror, but still on the bus ride, I'm thinking like, you know what, this ain't nothing. Like, I'm still thinking this is a joke, thinking they joking. But then y'all, it's time for me to get off my stop. Mind y'all, they stop before me, I mean after me. Their stop is after mine. So I start getting up to get off the bus, they start getting off with me, and everybody else on my bus, and the people that go off on they stop too was getting off with them. So I'm like, why is everybody from they stop getting off with them? They really trying to like fight. I'm a little confused. And like, it's funny because during the school day, I was even explaining to Jay that I didn't take your sister money, like, and Jay was so understanding about it. So I was just like very confused. But yeah, so after that, we walking out the bus, they're walking out with me. I'm like, wait, these girls really are serious about fighting me. So boom, they got off the bus with me. I don't even remember like what was said, what was exchanged. I know she said something about, oh, you stole my money, and I'm like, I didn't steal your money, da 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 da. And so she started taking off her shoes, and I'm like, oh, we really finna fight, and I ain't backing down from no fight. Like, it's gonna just have to be what it is. And so she started taking off her shoes. I started taking off my shoes. I learned, don't do that. Keep your shoes on when you fight. Like, literally, why are you fighting in socks? I started taking her shoes off, I took mine off, and everybody like, ooh, I see everybody. Mind you, before we even start taking our shoes off and we got off the bus, everybody already recording. I'm like, this is something that was definitely what discussed or something. So right after we took our shoes off, then she told me, so you stole my money? And like, before I could even say anything, she started about to steal off on me, and I threw my hands up too, like, you ain't finna just hit me. Technical difficulty, guys. But I was like, you're not gonna just steal off on me, so I'm gonna have to hit you back. Like, so we just started fighting. I'm not gonna lie, for my first fight, I was beating the sister up. I don't care what nobody say. I was doing my shit. So I guess when Jay started seeing I was beating up Amber, because her sister couldn't fight, that's when Jay started to fight me. And when I was fighting them, I was like realizing, oh, they jumping me. Like, this ain't no one-on-one. Like, they jumping me, and I can't get mad at them for jumping me, because like, if my sister losing or my homegirl losing or whoever I know losing a fight, I'm jumping in too. Like, I was raised one fight, all fight. So I wasn't like, oh, like they jumping me, blah, blah, blah. But like, for my first fight, I was like, damn, I'm really getting jumped. So they jumping me, and like, I don't remember how to fight. I don't remember, y'all. But I know at one point during the fight, I tried to like run away, because they was like, y'all, I'm gonna show y'all a picture of my hair. I have a full head of hair. Y'all, they was like, when I'm trying to run away, they pulling the heck out of my hair. In my mind, I'm thinking, I hope these girls don't pull out my hair, because I am not bald head like y'all. And yes, them girls were bald head. And y'all, I wish I had like the video. I don't know what the video. My mama said she saw the video when it first happened. I've never saw the video before, so I don't have video evidence or nothing. And I've been trying to look up, like, see if it's still on Instagram, because like, you know, back in my middle school and high school days, like my like middle school and my high schools had like fight pages of all fights that happened at the school, or like, you know, with people at the school. But I could not find the freaking video. So once they was jumping me, I'm like, oh my god, I'm getting jumped. I tried to run away. They was fighting. They did not. I walked away with, I right hand to the Bible, I walked away with not one scratch, nothing. Not even a scratch on my arm. I walked away good. For them to jump me, I did not do a big one. I'm like, oh, this is crazy. Like, so I was crying after the fight. I was crying because I couldn't believe I got jumped and I got into a fight. Like, I couldn't believe it. I called my mom crying, and then like the reason the fight really stopped is because the people who house we was fighting in front of, they came outside and they came over, because we was fighting in front of the street, and they came over and broke it up. And when I was crying, calling my mama, the lady who came and helped me, it was her and her son, who house we was fighting over, they came over, helped me. They ended up telling me to get in their car, and they was driving me home. My house was like literally 2 minutes away. They ended up taking me home, and I called my mom was going off. My mom was at work, and it was like at the end of the day, like my middle school, I think we ended out at 4 o'clock. So my mom was getting off at like probably like 5:30. By the time I got home, by the time I called her, probably was like 4:30 or something. I called her, I told her what happened. She was like mad as hell. Like, my mom was real mad. I don't really remember how everything went, but my mom was basically going off. And I don't really remember nothing after that. I know I went back home. I was crying because I couldn't imagine. I can't like even process what just happened. And so after that, that was like the weekend my mama's birthday. So my mama's birthday was like February 23rd. So I don't know what day it happened on, but I think it happened sometime during the week because I didn't go to school that next day. I think it happened on a Thursday because I think the next day was a Friday. I didn't go to school, and my mama's birthday was coming up. Well, my mama's birthday was that weekend, so we was going out or stuff like that. And I spent the weekend with my mama and my family and things like that. I don't think my mama didn't really tell them what really happened. I don't think my mama told my family that I got jumped or nothing. I don't think my mama told them, if I'm not mistaken. If she did, it's nothing they could do afterwards. So Mondays come, it's time to go back to school. But I told mama I didn't want to go to school. Cause like, mind you, the girls, all them girls I told you I was cool with in a group with, none of them text me and ask me, am I good? None of them, nothing. And mind you, I know they saw the fight. I know they did. But none of them text me and asked me, was I good? Nothing like that. So I just didn't want to go to school. But then the next day, I went to school. And like, I used to be to school really early because my mama had to be to work. So like, I used to be at school at like, school started at like 9. I used to be at school at like 7 in the morning, 7, 8 in the morning. Because I used to have my mama drop me off in the morning instead of catching a bus. Because I didn't want to catch the bus. Because I didn't know what was going to happen on the bus. I don't remember how school was that day. I don't know if like people was talking to me or talking about a situation. I don't remember that day at school. But that was really my first fight. Like, that's really it on a story time. It's nothing really too crazy, too in detail. Because like I said, I don't really remember most of it. But what I can say is I'm gonna get real graphic here. Weird, no good, weird that I was friends with. All y'all see me now because the fact that I was friends, it was like literally, y'all, it was like 8 or 9 of us. After the fight, rest of them, like, mind you, it happened in February, so rest of the months of school, all them girls that I was friends with, them 8, 9 girls, we were still cool. It was nothing, no weird. The moment summer came, this is when Kit was still popping. And that's when they all decided to put me in a group chat. And they decided to go in this group chat and give me a to be honest of why none of them like me.
Ooh, lame. Tomato. Like, you gotta be so bored to sit there and make the entire group chat about me. Mind you, before it just was our group chat, but they changed the name and everything and to make it all about me. Just bored. Like, how you gonna make me the hot topic? Like,
it was like so weird. Like, mind you, I already knew I was not going back to that middle school because me and my mama, we had ended up moving because we used to live in Sunrise. But then we end up moving to Lauderdale Lake. So it just made sense for me to change middle schools. And my next middle school ended up being literally right down the street from my house. Because this happened at Sunrise Middle in Sunrise. And then I ended up going to William Dandy. They ended up making a group chat of why they don't like me. They ended up doing all these, like, to be honest. And I was very confused because a couple of weeks before when school ended, y'all was all cool with me. Y'all was all still in my face. And then it's like, oh, now y'all want to put me in a group chat. And at that time, my cousins then was at my house, and I literally cried about them texting me in a group chat. Now put me in a group chat. Somebody don't like me, hold my dick. What you want me to do? I don't care. But like when I was younger, like I cared about having friends and cared about how people felt about me. When I saw them in that group chat talking about me like that, I'm like, I cried. I told mama. And mama did ask me like, did I want to go back to that school? But like definitely like, I didn't want to go back, but definitely when my friends, so-called friends, put me in a group chat talking about how they don't like me, I for sure didn't want to go there no more. Summer 2017 is when I realized I didn't want to go back to that school and all them was weird. I don't even remember if like the 2 sisters that jumped me, if like we still talked after the fight or whatever. I don't remember. Like, my memory is pretty fogged about how all that went down for the most part. Like, I don't really remember it. But it was the worst experience ever, especially for my first fight. Especially girls who I thought I was like cool with, friends with or whatever. I don't give a no more. I just realized how they was weird. And I remember I had this one girl who I was friends with. I was always on the bus with. When I was getting jumped, she didn't help me. She was standing there. And then it's so funny. Literally after 6th grade year, she ended up coming to my middle school 8th grade year. And I was like, you look mad familiar. And then I put 2 and 2 together. I'm like, oh, that I was cool with and supposed to be friends with. And she didn't even help me get jumped. And I'm sorry, I don't give what nobody say. I would never let my friends sit there and get jumped. I don't care. I'm not even letting no random girl get jumped. But the fact that she supposed to be my friend, she let me get jumped. Weird. And I literally didn't talk to them girls ever again after that. After I left that school, I never saw none of them again. Actually, I saw like 2 of the girls like on social media. But like I didn't talk to them or nothing like that. It was like the weirdest experience ever. I've never went through nothing like that. And no shame, but I feel like them girls was jealous of me. When y'all see the messages They was calling me dirty, stink. Now I'm not gonna lie, back in 6th grade, I probably didn't have like A1 hygiene, cause like I was a girl learning, like, but it stank is crazy. Stink is crazy. Like, I look super duper pale, but I just did my mascara, my moles, and I'm about to do these lips, honey. But yeah, like that's really the story time. If I left things out, I'll probably do like a little voiceover and edit it. The weirdest part to me was like how the friends or whatever, how they started acting after the whole fight. Cause like y'all are so weird. Y'all want to wait till the summer over, and then like it was one of these girls who I was like the girls. First of all them girls was followers. Let's talk about that. It's one girl who literally would never say none of that to my face. That's one. And this is the other girl, the one, like, it's one girl in there. I was literally so close to her. Like, me and her used to like be on the phone all the time on FaceTime, because she was one of the only ones that had an iPhone. And me and her used to be on FaceTime all the time, talking, even after the whole fight thing. Me and her was talking all the time. So when she was in that group chat talking about me, I was like, y'all are just a group of weirdos, okay? You supposed to be my homegirl, and you talking about me like this. Weird. It was on some one band, one sound, monkey see, monkey do type stuff. But yeah, so after that, I never saw none of them girls again. Never talked to none of them again. I left that where I was, left them where they at, left them where they had me messed up at. I went to a different middle school. I wish I went to my second middle school from the very beginning. It was much funner. I met more great people. I mean, girls always gonna be weird. Like, I've had, again, another fair share of weird friends after that. But my second middle school was literally way funner. And because I used to literally live right down the street from my middle school, it was so fun. Like, the middle school I went to, literally everybody that went to my middle school, most of the people lived in my apartment complex. It was like a middle school like that, where everybody lived in the neighborhood, except for some people. Now we're gonna spray some fixing spray. But yeah, y'all, that was literally the story time. I had my first ever fight. I got jumped, and the girls are so weird for that. So yeah, y'all, I hope y'all enjoyed this story time. I know it's not as in detail as it could be, but I try. I don't really remember too much from it. Y'all let me know if y'all like these story times. Y'all want me to do more. Y'all, I really don't have a lot of story times, like, and I'm really not trying to remember all the times I was kind of traumatized. But yeah, I hope y'all enjoyed this story time. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, and tell me any more video ideas y'all have for me. Make sure y'all follow me on all my social media platforms. They will be linked in the description. Make sure y'all subscribe. Roll to 100 subscribers. And next is gonna be 500. After that's gonna be 1,000. After that's gonna be more and more and more and more and more. But the makeup is tea. The vibe is tea. It's just giving real cutesy, real demure, real mindful. But yeah, I hope y'all enjoyed this video. And then next time, bye.